everyone. Let's see if this reaches up. There we go. My name is Jacob Ervin. I'm working with Mateo. I'm a developer. And what I'm talking about today is how we can bring augmented reality to people who aren't developers. They're not programmers, but they might have a real interest in it. Whenever I go around and I show people what I do, they think that it's magical. They're like, wow, this is really cool stuff. How can I do it? And I'm like, well, spend a couple of years learning PHP or JavaScript or whatever it is. And up until now, there hasn't really been an easy way for non-developers to build applications. And that's kind of disappointing because I think that a lot of the most creative ideas come from artists or graphic designers or people who have the visual skills, but they might not have all of the technical requirements. Let me bring this up real quick. So today, I'm going to be showing off some technology that Mateo's created and has released. It's called the Mateo Creator, and it's a drag-and-drop GUI-based augmented reality experience. It allows anybody with even a basic knowledge of computers to create their own AR application. First, a word about Mateo. We are one of the leading augmented reality companies. We've got over 70 employees. We have offices in Munich and just up north in San Francisco. We have applications all across different devices, web, Android, iOS. We've been around for over 12 years, and we work with some really cool cutting-edge technology. Christine earlier was talking about the state-of-the-art, and I don't know if anybody was there, but we showed off our 3D tracking creator, the 3D Creator Mobile, which allows you to create a 3D point cloud of any object and create some tracking data from that so that you can take a camera or a printer or a chair, and you can use that like a traditional marker. You can use that data and import that into the application that I'm about to show you here. So you can create augmented reality experiences with traditional, like anything you can hold in your hand, which is very cool. So in Germany, we have more than 10 million magazines printed every month and delivered to that have augmented reality experiences associated with them. And I think that we can do that here in the States too. I think that magazines are a perfect medium for getting mobile augmented reality developed. It's something where you can have a simple little symbol, and you have people who are monthly subscribers. And so once they download the application once, they're more likely to revisit it again and again. It's marker-based. You can have maybe a dozen scenes spread throughout a magazine, and it really brings a lot of life into, I don't want to say like a stale medium, but adding 3D models or interactive polls or loading websites or videos directly onto your magazine makes your magazine a lot more dynamic. I'm going to launch a quick video showing the Mateo Creator here. Let's see if we've got sound. So this video is about 1 minute and 12 seconds long, and that's actually about how long it takes to create a scene using the Mateo Creator. Really, I mean, anybody with even a passing understanding of computers can use this to just drag and drop their model, their video, their website onto the image that they want to track and publish it using a Junio developer account. It's the developer account is free to register. You just go to junio.com. It's just like registering on any other website. There's no fees or anything associated with that. You're able to see the augmented content in a live viewer, so there's no need to save your channel and check it out and then go back and make changes. If you want to reorient your model or change your scene, you're able to do it right from the Mateo Creator itself, which is really handy, honestly. I don't know how many of you out there are developers, but one of the most annoying things is saving your scene, re-uploading it, checking it out, realizing that you were off by 5 pixels, re-uploading it, trying it again, realizing that you went 5 pixels in the wrong direction, re-saving your scene, and you're just like, ah. So with the Mateo Creator, you're able to see everything live right there. And I'm going to walk you through 3 quick experiences today. The first one is going to be really simple. I'm using the ARE program guide, actually, as the tracking image. First, we're going to overlay some 3D content, show you how simple that is. Next, we're going to have a very simple click interaction where we're going to load an image, and when the user touches it, it's going to launch a full-screen video. And the third is just going to be a simple detection and launch of a video overlaid on top of the image. So without any further ado, we open this up. And as you can see here on the left, we've got a references pane. We have a content pane here in the middle. We've got the scenario pane here. And on the far right, we have deployment. Currently, it's limited to our platform Junaio, which is available on iOS and Android. So for our reference image, we're just going to add the 3D tracking point cloud that some of you may have seen earlier. You could load that in here. Instead, we're going to go with image tracking, and we're going to load the ARE.jpg. So we open that up. Like I said, for this first scene, we're going to be loading the Mateo man, which is a simple 3D model, and positioning him correctly. So we're going to load this. We're going to load a 3D model, select the Mateo man, and simply drag and drop onto the image here. That associates the two and overlays him and shows you in a live view how he's going to be positioned. Now, unless he's a very lazy superhero, we obviously want him standing upright. So let's come over here to the scenario tab and change his rotation. There you go. He's too big. Let's scale him down. There you go. And that is literally how easy it is for an artist or a graphic designer or a student to create a simple one-off augmented reality experience. This is something that a couple of years ago took, companies to create. Or a year ago, you had to have custom software. This is something that it will take longer to download the application than it will to actually create your first augmented reality scene. Unfortunately, I don't have internet here, but any wireless. But normally there's a login button right here. Once you're logged in, you click on Create New Channel. You name your channel and you publish it, and that's all it takes. And so I think that this is a really useful tool for many people who are interested in augmented reality but aren't otherwise able to get to it. So let's delete this scene real quick, and I'll show you how to do a little bit more advanced interactions. So we're going to delete the reference image. We're going to delete the model, and let's see, we'll delete this model as well. Remove it. So we're going to keep the reference image, and now we're going to load a movie, that introduction that we just saw. And we're also going to load an image. So we'll just load an image of the ARE banner here. So we drag the demo onto the reference image. And down here, so on the reference image, we're simply going to say, when this image has been clicked by a user, we want to load demo 1, and we want to load it in the augmented reality view. So here, if you click on AR, you can see that the image has been overlaid right there in the middle. And if a user clicks on it, it's going to be replaced by the video, and the video will automatically begin playing. So this is something, again, if this was the front cover of a magazine, it's something that could almost instantly be created. You can load any, all the proper video formats are supported, all the proper image formats are supported. And let's really quickly here make another image that when you click it, let's see. The thing I didn't show you with that is you can choose how you want your video displayed. You can have it displayed on top of the magazine in augmented reality view. You can launch a full screen experience, or you can just launch the audio if you want that too. Finally, we're going to launch a video. We'll reload this one here. And we're just going to have it automatically, as soon as the image is detected, it will launch full screen. So we're going to simply go to, by default it displays in full screen mode. So that was even easier to create. And again, each of these you can publish as independent channels, or you can load multiple reference images and multiple contents all into the same one. So with what we've done right there, we could have created 3 separate experiences within a flyer or a newspaper or a magazine. Or if you wanted, you could have had 3 different Lego toys and used the 3D tracking data from the Legos and loaded 3 Lego experiences. So you can use any sort of 3D reference or 2D reference. The only thing that we can't do here right now for our platform is geo-located services, but that's okay. That'll be coming soon. So I feel bad because that was so quick, but on the other hand, I mean, it proves how easy the Mateo Creator is to use. Any questions?
Yeah. The channel, why would someone go to your channel? Is it because they are your friend and you've advertised it well?
Could be. You can also launch any channel directly from a QR code. So
Okay.
you have, you've got a magazine, all right? And you have an advertisement that says, Spider-Man versus Batman. Who do you think will win? And there's a little QR code, and you hold it up, and 2 buttons pop up, one over each superhero, and it says, you click one, and it launches Batman. You click the other, and it launches Spider-Man. You could have those buttons talking to a website, which after you click it, it will load the proper results, and you could swap out models with percentages based on how other people are voting. So you'd be able to see a live poll overlaid on top of your magazine, all launched from a QR code.
Right. There's no way to simultaneously see all the channels and browse between them.
You can search for a specific channel that you know of. You can see featured channels, but I'm afraid we can't browse for channels right now.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Could you use this in place of a QR code?
Well, this is a method of developing a channel, but the QR code is a method of launching the channel. So once your channel has been developed, you still have to give users an idea of how to reach it. So this currently goes through our platform, Junaio. If the user has it installed, it'll launch the experience directly. If the user does not have the experience installed, they'll be prompted to download Junaio, and then upon downloading it, they'll be brought to your experience directly. So, yeah.
What kind of formats, file formats, does it accept? I mean, you have video and JPEG, but do you take PNG or MP3? I mean, is
Yeah.
it pretty much wide open?
Sure. Basically, all for 3D models, we're a little restrictive. We've got MD2 files, which support animation, and OBJ files, which are a little bit higher quality, but no animation. And those are the only 2 3D formats that we support. However, when it comes to images, JPEG, PNG, all of the commonly supported ones. And I believe for movies, we only do MP4 at the moment. You can also load in sounds and link directly to websites as well. I believe for audio we have MP3.
What about like CAD drawings?
Not yet, unfortunately. So you would need to export that probably as an OBJ. Would probably be the best.
Just to follow up with that, you mentioned that you have an audio-only mode, so you could, for example, embed audio with the image if you wanted.
Yeah, exactly. So you could embed either audio with a model, so that the model animates, and you have a sound source accompanying it. You know, the superhero punches and you hear a pow. You could also do something where you have a concert coming to town. Somebody scans the QR code, and they get more information about it, and they've got the soundtrack playing in the background as well. So, yeah.
You said that, you know, it looks very simple, that you can just take an image or a picture of like a magazine cover. Can you take an image of a chair, for example, say one of these chairs in the rooms, and then have that as the sort of like the trigger?
You can, but you can't take a picture of the chair. There's one extra step involved with creating a 3D tracking model. For that, you need to download our mobile creator onto your iOS or your Android, and then you print out a traditional marker. And you place the marker near the 3D object that you want to track, and you simply walk around it once, and it creates a 3D point cloud of the object near the marker. And then you save that, and you use that as the tracking data here instead of the image. So instead of this ARE picture, we would email that image to, or the tracking data to ourselves and put that here, and then you'd be able to track the chair or camera. Yeah. Sure. Basically, the Untitled Creator was, we developed that for a while. The Untitled Creator, for those who don't know, was similar, a little bit clunkier, and it was hosted online. This is very similar to the Untitled Creator now, but we're hoping to expand its functionality in the near future so that you can publish to multiple platforms. So this is currently replacing the Untitled Creator. Yeah, thank you.
Is it possible to create interactive experiences like two augmentations and different targets interacting with each other, or triggers starting different animations?
Not with this software, unfortunately. Mateo does have a free-to-download and free-to-use SDK. With that, you can do, which has just recently integrated Unity as well. So with our SDK, you're able to do some really advanced things, like having two models interact with each other. That would probably be possible. However, this is really aimed at very simple AR experiences for people who just want to augment something quick and easily. Probably not right for what you're looking for.
Are there any options for sort of a dashboard of analytics and metrics for the amount of activity with your channel?
Not currently. We do have metrics options available if you develop your channel using PHP and JavaScript. As a junior developer, you can include that. However, as we don't have that included here yet. That's something I'll take a note of, though. That'd be really handy to have.
So can you put multiple things when I see this image, do these three characters come out?
Sure. So in that case, you would simply drag 3 different things all onto the screen here, and they would all be associated with it. And then you could view them all in the AR screen and position them accordingly.
I'm guessing maybe this is a different piece of it. So what's the viewer? So I have your app on my phone, and then I see the image, and then that kicks into the channel? Or?
What you would need to do is you have our app on the phone, and you can get to your content a few ways. We have a scan functionality, and if you press scan and point it at the image, it will automatically detect it, and it will give you the option of launching your channel. Or you can have a QR code, and the QR code will bring you to the experience.
Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Jacob, how about the little white adapter that was on the...
Yeah, I thought I tested that.
So we started a little late because people were trickling in after lunch, so I think we'll probably go maybe 5 minutes later, just to give plenty of time for the content that we have here for you today.
Hi everyone, so my name is Bruno Uzan, and I'm a Total Motion co-founder and CEO. That's a company I co-founded and co-started like 14 years ago in 1998 exactly. So for those who were not present during my presentation this morning, I'm going to really talk about user-centric and how we can build some very interesting emerging and engaging AR solution for end user. So slightly different from the Mateo presentation. Here we're talking about more complex solution where we're trying to engage better the end user into a very compelling AR experience. So first of all, really want to define here the way most of the time we tackle augmented reality. So we rarely do like geolocation. We very rarely do like marker-based tracking solution. We prefer going like 95% of our business cases into what we call markerless tracking, which means that we don't want to have any marker. We don't want to change any magazine or brochure. We don't want to change any box, bottle, or packaging and so on. We want to use it the way they are. And that's most of the time the way we unlock content is using some natural marker on any object we're going to track. More importantly, I'm going to have like 2 demonstrations for you today. It's also a way to use like natural, faces, and I'm going to use my face to unlock some AR experiences. And that's also a very interesting way, not getting any thing in my hand that